Welcome to the Crows Show, brought to you by Hungry Jacks. Coming up, Nixie reflects on our Anzac Day clash, Locky McAndrew's tall story, and Braden Cook takes a swing at golfing glory in our long drive competition. But first, Mark Keane is a major part of the Crows' defence. Late last year, the Irishman turned down a lucrative offer from Collingwood and is now settled in Adelaide, living with countryman Carl Gallagher.
Yeah, no, it's very handy living here in Adelaide. Everywhere is kind of so close. Everything's about 10, 15, 20 minutes away, no matter where you want to go, to the beach or to the shops, to the club as well. It's only 5 minutes away, so no, it's perfect, very close, very convenient. I had a lot of friends and stuff in Melbourne, but it was, yeah, then I just thought about why I'm here, and I'm here to play AFL, and that's the reason why I've stayed here. And we've a great city here in Adelaide. Like, the people here in Adelaide are absolutely unbelievable, and the group that we have coming here as well in the footy club, it's very, very promising as well. Just gonna heading down to the club there now. So yeah, the first thing I do, hopping into the car, turn the aircon on because it's usually well above 30 degrees. Just pulling up at the club now, which took probably about a minute or 2 minutes. So yeah, not too far away from the club, which is very convenient. A lot of people give me a stick that I don't walk to the club, but handy having the car if I ever want to go anywhere after training. So kind of a no-brainer to sign on and stay here. And I got injured in the pre-season game against Brisbane, which sent me back about 2 weeks, but was still okay for round one. But yeah, I think I'm starting to find my groove now again in the past 3 or 4 weeks. And hopefully that can set me up for, I suppose, a long season ahead. We're only getting started. For playing, I like to watch the footy the night before, just to relax me and just watch other players go about it, and watch that, and then just get up, have breakfast and go about it. Yeah, just have my usual routine of stretching and getting out in the ground early to have a feel for it. Yeah, would air out my boots, have them outside the day before, and then put them on that morning just to loosen them up a small bit, and then throw them into the bag. Have a new bag from O'Neill's, they can fit them in underneath. Have them in there, and then yeah, throw in shorts, socks, and then compression tights for after the game, and then yeah, no pad. Me and Carl will watch the Gaelic football or the hurling every week from now on. It kind of started about 3 or 4 weeks ago, so we'll leave all the games playing, and we'll deflect on all the games come Monday. We'll watch all the highlights back, and we'll chat about all the Gaelic football and hurling matches, and yeah, it's just great to have him there to, I suppose, talk about sport back home, because if you don't really have anyone to talk to about, you kind of start to miss it a small bit. In the evening times we'll come out here, have a puck, trying to get Carl to learn how to play hurling. They don't play it up at Monaghan, but yeah, good to get out, have a bit of sun, just get to keep my mind off, I suppose, AFL for a little bit, and just focus on, yeah, just something different, something that I grew up playing. So, and then we'd always change we'd have a kick at the Gaelic football as well. I don't think I'd be able to do it if I couldn't go home at least once a year, just to go back and refresh and meet my friends and family, and just to recharge the battery.
Hello, Locky.
Hey,
thanks
how
for
are
joining
you?
me.
Yeah, no worries at all.
I guess a whirlwind 6 months for yourself, now finding yourself on the Adelaide Football Club. How's it been?
Well, it's been a bit of up and down. Like, obviously you're getting delisted, and then figuring out what you're going to do with your life, and then yeah, getting the call up or checking out some Sandfield clubs, and then getting the call up to come train on with the Crows was obviously a great opportunity, and I thank them for that, and then being able to progress that into a list spot is, yeah, even better. So yeah, I'm absolutely stoked at the moment.
You touched on being delisted. How was the feelings and all around that?
It was what it was. Like, I didn't have any space on the list, and yeah, obviously when you initially get delisted, you don't know what you're going to do with yourself, looking at uni courses and jobs and etc. And then I knew I wanted to give footy a good go for another year, and yeah, something good came out of it. So yeah.
Why Adelaide?
I was told Sandford was the best sort of comp outside of the AFL comp. So the Swans told me that, and sort of from there I was like, made the decision and started talking with my parents and obviously girlfriend and yeah, made it happen.
Have you enjoyed Adelaide so far?
Yeah, I love it. I'm lucky enough to bunk in with Riley Thilthorpe, Harry Schonberg and former player Paddy Parnell down at the Grange, so right next to the beach, and it's, yeah, really good time.
And Crows fans, what can they expect from yourself?
For me, it's just obviously putting good games together and just keep beating down the door, and hopefully that AFL opportunity comes up throughout the season. But yeah, just keep developing my craft and yeah, obviously just dominate the SANFL, so yeah.
Awesome, thanks for joining me.
No worries at all, thanks for having me.
Don't forget you can join Brodie Smith, Ebony Marinoff and Mark Thomas every Sunday morning on Triple M from 9 a.m. You can also download the podcast on Listener. This is my club, Solomon Town, the Cats, one of the more traditional clubs here in Port Pirie, over 100 years of history. So here we are, this is the Globe Oval, and as you can see, it's not in use anymore, but this is where I played all my junior football. This is the home ground. So most Saturdays, this is where I was. I'd play under 13s in the morning, have a kick and a catch, and then hang around, and there were 2 under 18s games in the afternoon. And I would work on the scoreboard, it's no longer there, but I got paid $10 and a free Coke and a pasty for lunch.
Had a real football head on him, you know. He knew what to do, and yeah, I've often said to people, I didn't have to coach him because he virtually coached himself. You know, you didn't have to tell him anything. He just did it.
The ball's clear now at the moment. Comes the way of the player in Mark, quickly puts the ball and that's a medal.
One of my favourite memories on the Globe Oval here was in the under 18s. I played with my older brother. He kicked 27 goals, 16. I think I might have kicked 5, but to be fair, the opposition only had 15 players.
Well, I knew he'd make it in Adelaide in the SANFL. There wasn't any problem there. I wasn't really thinking about him going to AFL level at that stage, to be quite honest. But he knew with his sort of dedication and determination that he would make it in Adelaide as a player.
So North Adelaide had been really interested because I was in their zone, and I went down and trained a fair bit, did a pre-season with North Adelaide, but was told that I didn't quite have the attributes that they were looking for. So after having another successful season here in '88 in Port Pirie, South Adelaide were really keen. John Reid was the coach, strangely enough, and they paid $2,000, and overnight I was a South Adelaide player.
You know, I think everyone was really proud of him, especially from the Solly Footy Club. Couldn't believe that he got to those levels, but in one way you can't believe it, but when you look at him and how he started, it wasn't really any surprise in the end.
Yeah, I think there was enormous pride coming back to Port Pirie because, you know, people were so happy when someone from their area does something good. So, you know, I felt like there was so much support for country people and Port Pirie people for me in the way they followed me and were happy for me. But also, you know, I get this sense of pride that it doesn't matter, you know, where you start or what your upbringing is. You know, I had a pretty modest upbringing, that you really can achieve anything if you put your mind to it and are given some opportunities. And I was fortunate to be given those opportunities, and yeah, really proud, I guess, when I look back now.
Oh, that's 1, that's 2. Oh my God! That's 3. Oh, 1 more.
Unlucky last kick.
Oh my God, pressure's on.
No pressure.
Oh my God, got it. Can I kick it?
Do you reckon he can do it?
I don't know if I can do that. Will I get tackled? Hopefully not, but maybe. Turnover City, they call it. Go! Have a shot! Oh, that's 4, go for it! Oh! Oh! In the back. Oh, oh no, sorry, purple's going this way. Purple's this way.
Wait, is it forward? It's diagonal.
Going well. Someone get him! Oh!
Welcome back on another glorious day for our long drive competition. This week we've got Braden Cook joining us. Braden, got 3 attempts, as you know. What are you thinking?
I think I'm just lucky to get an invite here, to be honest. Yeah, I'll just be happy if I register a score. I'm off about 19, but yeah, I still think that's too low.
That's a man that has great confidence in his golfing ability. What normally happens after this is he comes out and probably hits it about 350 metres. So it'll be interesting to see just if Braden's underplaying his golf game. Braden, it's now time for you to tee up the 3 balls. Good luck.
Oh no.
That's solid. It looks that we're getting 4 calls from the clubhouse.
That's coming right for us.
It looks like it's on land. Just getting confirmation here, Braden.
Not feeling good about it.
No, that's probably fair enough too. 207 metres for you, Mr. Cook, on your first attempt.
Sweet.
2 more.
Oh!
Now, I can confidently say that that's not going to get it done, but for the sake of the competition, we can say that that went 91 metres. Last attempt, strange things can happen.
Oh! Hasn't even made it.
So Braden probably wasn't lying when he said that his 19 handicap was being generous. Braden, 2 of your balls didn't get the 100-metre mark and 1 almost killed a human.
That's coming right for us. Oh.
How would you like to sum up that performance?
I feel like I stuck to my word and I was pretty honest about my prediction. So,
Braden Cook, a very honest human being. Thanks for coming out, Braden. I appreciate it.
love it.
So, with only Chase Jones left to come, Isaac Cumming is still on top of the leaderboard after his monster 255-metre drive.
Well, now it's time for the 7 News distant replay. Now, let's take a look back at how 7 News covered major moments in Crows history.
Graham Studley Corns has done just about everything, from fighting in the Vietnam War to a breakfast announcer on radio. But his achievements in football as a champion player and coach saw him become the man in charge of the Adelaide Football Club. Challenge isn't a word he likes, getting on with the job is what he wants.
We're allowed 52 players by the time the season starts. Now to prune a squad down to 52 players, you're going to need 60 or 70 training. So the first thing we will do is assemble a squad by the end of the week, and training will start on the 29th of October.
It was a fairly straightforward media conference, short, sharp and sweet. No assistant coach was named by the board, and everything else about the Adelaide Football Club continues to remain a mystery.
I think you'll all have to appreciate that we've been in office for 1 week, and 1 week only, and we're looking at a variety of colour designs and logos and names at this stage, but none of those matters has yet been determined.
On the other hand, Corns is organised and says South Australians shouldn't write his side off too early.
It's easy to say, no, we're not going to be competitive and we're not going to be a real force, but goodness me, stranger things have happened in the world of sport.
Don't forget, 7 News is your home ground for everything AFL.
Half full. Half full.
Glass half full.
Half empty. I'd like to say half full.
Half full.
We'll go with half full, I think.
Glass half full. I'm a half full guy.
Half empty. Half full.
Half full. Half full.
Half full. Half full. Half full. Half empty.
I would like to say half full.
Half. Half empty. Half full. Half full. Half empty. Half full.
Half full.
Half full.
Half full.
Half full. Half full. Half full.
Always half full.
Half full's a good one, isn't it?
Glass half, yeah. If you're glass half full guy, that's better. I think you want to be half full, don't you? Yeah, half full. I'll probably go half full.
Half full. Ooh, half empty or half full? Probably half full.
Next up, it's back to Adelaide Oval when Carlton come to town. When you think of the Blues, you think of the Big Five. Cripps, Curnow, Mackay, Wheatring and Walsh. So much of what Carlton does depends on those 5 players. So if you can stop a couple of them, you go a long way to beating them. Cripps and Walsh have a bit of help through the midfield with Hewitt and Chera. The front half looks a bit skinny. It seems to be Mackay, Curnow or bust, but it's down back where they look very, very susceptible. Jacob Weitring plays a lone hand, and that's where Adelaide will be looking to expose them. I really like how Adelaide head into this match. They've got the defenders to match the big tools of Carlton. They've got the midfield depth to match it with Cripps and his mates. But it's really up front where I think Adelaide have the advantage. If they can get enough supply, the Adelaide forward line should kick a big score. And don't forget, after all home games, you can catch Crows Live on the website. Just go to afc.com.au to watch the stream. It's a great way to get the inside word on everything that happened in the game. And thanks to Toyota, if you take a photo of yourself or a friend at one of our games and post it to social media, make sure you use the hashtag WeFlyAsOne. This week's lucky fan is you. Please email faceinthecrowd@afc.com.au with photo ID to claim your prize of 2 tickets to Toyota's exclusive Hilux Hill at Adelaide Oval. The Toyota all-electric BZ4X. Heaps of room in the boot, easy and quick to charge, plug in and you're done. Packed with safety features, it keeps an eye out for you. Smooth, quiet, effortless to drive, the Toyota all-electric BZ4X. Visit a dealership for an extended test drive. That's about it for today, but just a quick update on our Thebarton Oval redevelopment. Plenty of concrete has been poured and work has started on the main building. Interestingly, the ground will be the same size as Adelaide Oval. It's an exciting time for the club as the world-class facility starts to take shape. Don't forget you can catch the Crows show right here on 7, 11 a.m. every Sunday morning. Bye for now. Today's show was brought to you by Hungry Jacks.